Today you have just one item to learn, and that is the distributive property. The distributive property says that if you have A times the quantity of B plus C, you multiply each item in that quantity by the item outside of the parentheses. So it becomes A times B plus A times C. For example, if I had 3 times the quantity 2 plus 4, I can multiply 3 times 2 to get 6 and 3 times 4 to get 12. When I add those together, I get 18. You can check that by looking at 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 times 3 is still 18. If I had 4 times the quantity 10 minus 2, works the same with subtraction. 4 times 10 is 40, and 4 times a minus 2 is minus 8. So the answer is 32. Now, part of the distributive property sometimes is having to simplify like terms, because after you multiply, you may have some things you can add together. 11t plus 9t, that is simply 20t. If it's the same variable and the same power, each of these are to the first power, then you can add them together. I have 5c plus 12 minus 2c. I have two terms in there that are like. There's a c that shows up in both of them, and they only have a c. So I can do 5c minus 2c. You have to include the sign in front of each item. 5c minus 2c. And this is like the associative property. Even though this is minus, this is the same thing as plus and negative too. So it still acts the same way. But 5c minus 2c is 3c, and you just have a 12 left over. You cannot do the following. 3c plus 12 is not equal to 15c. You cannot do that. You can't add two terms together that are not like. 13b and plus b. If you just see a variable with no number with it, that's the same thing as having a 1 there. So 13b plus 1b is 14b. 5 times the quantity 9 minus 3g. 5 times 9 is what you must do first. 5 times 9. And then you're going to do minus 5 times 3g. So simplify it and get 45 minus 15g. 5 times 3g is 15g. Now you don't have two terms that you can add together anymore or subtract. So this is it. 45 minus 15g. For this one I multiply 2 times 3f and then minus 2 times 4. That would be 6f minus 8. Sometimes the number that's outside the parentheses is to the right. You still do it the same way. This is the quantity of 4a plus 2, close the quantity, times 8. So you multiply the 8 by 4a. 8 times 4a. And then plus 8 times 2. So you come up with 32a plus 16. Now this one is 2 times the quantity of 4 plus x minus 2. This has 3 items inside of the parentheses. There are 2 different ways you can do this. One, you just multiply it out and simplify. Or you can simplify first and then multiply. We'll just multiply the way it's written. So 2 times 4 is what you do first. 2 times 4, and then plus 2 times x, and then minus 2 times 2. You multiply everything inside the parentheses by that 2 from the outside. Then go through there and simplify. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times 2 is 4. So 8 plus 2x minus 4. Are there 2 items in here that I can simplify? Yeah, 8 and 4. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 would simply be 4. So we put plus 4 at the end. It would still be the same answer if you wrote it as 4 plus 2x, but whenever you have the chance, you should put the variable first there. In this case, we have no parentheses, we just need to simplify. Always start simplifying the variables with the highest power, and in this case, we just have the one variable, and it's to the first power. Just x and x. So simplify these two. 2x plus x. What is 2x plus x? 3x. And then we go to 9 minus 3. What is that? 6. So our answer is 3x plus 6. Let's multiply 3 by 5, 3 times x, and 3 times 3. Don't forget these signs in here as well. So 3 times 5 plus 3 times x minus 3 times 3. That is 15 plus 3x minus 9. You can simplify 15 minus 9 to come up with 6. And it's a positive 6, so it's plus 6. 3x plus 6. 4 times the quantity, 3a minus 2b. Multiply 4 times 3a, and then minus 4 times 2b. And then multiply 12a minus 8b. You just need to simplify like terms. 7w plus 2w is 9w. And then 10 minus 3 is a positive 7, so you have to put plus 7. Distribute this 2 to the 9 and to the k. You'll have 2 times 9 minus 2 times k. That's 18 minus 2k. Add like terms. You have 11s minus s. If I have 11 s's and I take away 1 s, how many s's do I have left? 10. Yeah, so 10s. Now I have minus 2t plus 5t. You can think of that as negative 2t. What is negative 2t plus 5t? 3t. And that's a positive 3t, so you put plus 3t.